Embracing the storm, how adversity shapes your destiny. Welcome to the BlackCEO Podcast. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that touches every single one of us, the power of resilience and the unexpected gifts that adversity brings. I'm thrilled to share insights from my recent interview with Sherry Lee, a truly remarkable individual whose journey and wisdom have not only inspired me, but have also touched countless lives around the world. Sherry's impact on making our world a better place is nothing short of extraordinary, and I can't wait to unpack the valuable lessons she's imparted. Imagine for a moment standing at the edge of a cliff. The wind is whipping around you, your heart pounding in your chest. Below you lies the unknown, your dreams, your fears, your future. What do you do? Do you step back, retreating to the safety of familiar ground, or do you take that leap, trusting that you have what it takes to soar? This, my friends, is the essence of what I learned from Sherry Lee. It's about recognizing that the power to overcome, to thrive, to win, it's already within us. Yet so many of us spend our lives chasing external validation, seeking that elusive something that we believe will complete us. But what if I told you that you are already complete? What if the key to unlocking your potential isn't out there somewhere, but right here, within you? Sherry's journey is a testament to the incredible resilience of the human spirit. She's faced storms that would have broken many, yet she stands tall, a beacon of hope and determination. Her story isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving in the face of adversity. Let's talk about tenacity for a moment. We often hear about it in the context of business or sports, but Sherry Lee embodies tenacity in its purest form. The unwavering resolve to keep going, even when life throws its worst at you. It's easy to be tenacious when things are going well, but the real test comes when you're in the eye of the storm. Sherry shared a powerful anecdote with me that illustrates this perfectly. She recalled a time when she faced a series of rejections that would have crushed most people. Job applications denied, relationships ended, dreams seemingly shattered. But instead of letting these rejections define her, she chose to redefine them. She told me each no became a building block for my future yes. Can you imagine that? Turning every rejection into a stepping stone towards success? That's the kind of mindset shift that can change everything. But here's the kicker. This isn't some superpower that Sherry alone possesses. It's a strength that lies dormant within each of us, waiting to be awakened. The question is, are we brave enough to tap into it? Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. That's easy for her to say. She doesn't know my struggles. And you're right. Everyone's journey is unique. But that's precisely the point Sherry emphasized. Your struggles, your challenges, they're uniquely yours, which means the strength to overcome them is also uniquely yours. Let's break this down a bit. Think about a time when you faced a significant setback. Maybe you lost a job, ended a relationship, or failed at something you really cared about. In that moment, it probably felt like the end of the world, didn't it? But here you are, listening to this podcast, still standing, still breathing, still fighting. That, my friends, is the evidence of your innate resilience. You've already overcome so much, whether you realize it or not. And if you've done it before, you can do it again. Sherry Lee's philosophy isn't about ignoring the pain or pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about acknowledging them, facing them head on, and then choosing to keep moving forward anyway. It's about saying yes to life, even when life seems to be saying no to you. One of the most powerful things Sherry said during our interview was, hope isn't just a feeling, it's a decision. Think about that for a moment. Hope as a decision. It's not something that happens to us. It's something we choose. In a world where hopelessness can feel like an epidemic, where people are literally dying because they've lost hope, this perspective is revolutionary. It puts the power back in our hands. We may not be able to control our circumstances, but we can always control our response to them. Sherry shared a practice she uses daily, which I found incredibly powerful. Every morning, she looks in the mirror and says, I choose hope today. It's a simple act, but it sets the tone for her entire day. It's a reminder that no matter what challenges she might face, she has the power to face them with hope and determination. Now, I want to challenge you to try this. Tomorrow morning, before you start your day, look in the mirror and say those words. I choose hope today. See how it changes your perspective, how it empowers you to face whatever comes your way. But hope alone isn't enough. It needs to be coupled with action. This is where tenacity comes in. Sherry Lee's story is filled with moments where she could have given up, where the easy path would have been to throw in the towel. But she didn't. She kept going, kept pushing, kept believing. She shared a particularly moving story about a time when she was on the brink of giving up on her dreams. She had faced rejection after rejection, and it felt like the universe was conspiring against her. In that moment of despair, she remembered a quote she had once read: "The moment you're ready to quit is usually the moment right before a miracle happens." Those words became her mantra. Every time she felt like quitting, she would remind herself that her miracle might be just around the corner. And you know what? More often than not, it was. This doesn't mean that success came easily or quickly. There were still struggles, still setbacks. But by reframing these challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles, Sherry was able to persevere. Now, let's talk about this idea that you are the dream. It's a powerful concept that Sherry emphasized throughout our conversation. Too often, we get caught up in chasing external markers of success: the perfect job, the ideal relationship, the big house, the fancy car. We think that once we achieve these things, then we'll be happy, then we'll be successful. But Sherry's journey teaches us that true fulfillment comes from within. It's not about what you have, it's about who you are. It's about recognizing your inherent worth and potential, regardless of your circumstances. This shift in perspective can be truly liberating. When you realize that you are the dream, that you have within you everything you need to create the life you want, it changes everything. Suddenly, setbacks become learning opportunities. The rejections become redirections. Failures become stepping stones to success. Sherry shared a powerful exercise with me that I want to pass on to you. Take a moment right now to think about your biggest dream. Got it? Now, instead of focusing on the external aspects of that dream, the money, the recognition, the material possessions, focus on how achieving that dream would make you feel. Confident, fulfilled, purposeful. Here's the key. Those feelings, those qualities, you can choose to embody them right now. You don't have to wait until you've made it to feel confident or fulfilled. You can choose to feel that way today, in this very moment. This doesn't mean you stop striving or growing, but it does mean that your happiness and self-worth aren't dependent on some future achievement. You are worthy and valuable right now, exactly as you are. Now, I know this might sound a bit abstract or even idealistic. You might be thinking, that's all well and good, but how does this help me pay my bills or deal with my real-world problems? And that's a fair question. The truth is, adopting this mindset doesn't magically solve all your problems, but it does give you the strength and resilience to face those problems head on. When you believe in your inherent worth and potential, when you approach life with hope and tenacity, you're better equipped to handle whatever challenges come your way. Sherry Lee's story is proof of this. She's faced incredible hardships, rejection, loss, seemingly insurmountable obstacles. But by choosing hope, by embracing her inherent worth, by persevering even when things seem darkest, she's been able to create a life of purpose and fulfillment. And here's the thing, if she can do it, so can you. You have within you the same strength, the same resilience, the same potential for greatness. The question is, are you willing to believe it? Are you willing to act on it? Let me share with you another powerful story from Sherry's journey. There was a time when she found herself at rock bottom. She had lost her job, her savings were depleted, and she was facing eviction from her apartment. In that moment of despair, she made a decision that would change the course of her life. Instead of giving in to despair, she decided to volunteer at a local homeless shelter. Yes, you heard that right. At her lowest point, when she herself was on the brink of homelessness, she chose to serve others who were in an even more difficult situation. This act of selflessness not only gave her a new perspective on her own challenges, but also opened up unexpected opportunities. Through her volunteer work, she met people who would later become instrumental in her journey to success. More importantly, it reminded her of her own strength and resilience. Sherry's story teaches us a valuable lesson. Sometimes the best way to help ourselves is by helping others. When we shift our focus from our own problems to the needs of those around us, we often find solutions we never would have discovered otherwise. Now, I'm not suggesting that you ignore your own needs or challenges, but I am inviting you to consider how you might use your unique gifts and experiences to make a positive impact on others, especially when you're facing your own struggles. This brings us to another crucial point that Sherry emphasized in our conversation: the power of community. Too often, we fall into the trap of thinking we have to face our challenges alone. We buy into the myth of the self-made person, the lone wolf who conquers all obstacles through sheer willpower. But the truth is, none of us succeed in isolation. We all need support, encouragement, and sometimes a helping hand to lift us up when we fall. Sherry's journey is a testament to this. At every critical juncture, there were people who believed in her, who supported her, who pushed her to keep going when she felt like giving up. The key, Sherry says, is to be open to receiving that support. Many of us struggle with this. We've been conditioned to see asking for help as a sign of weakness, but Sherry argues that it's actually a sign of strength. It takes courage to be vulnerable, to admit that we can't do it all on our own. So I challenge you to look around. Who are the people in your life who lift you up, who believes in you, even when you struggle to believe in yourself? Cherish those relationships, nurture them, and don't be afraid to lean on them when you need to. At the same time, be that person for others. Be the one who offers encouragement, who sees potential in others even when they can't see it in themselves. Because here's the beautiful thing. When we lift others up, we often find that we're lifted up as well. Now let's circle back to this idea of embracing adversity. It's easy to talk about the benefits of challenges when we're on the other side of them. But how do we maintain hope and resilience when we're in the thick of it? When the storm is raging around us and we can't see the way forward? Sherry shared a powerful metaphor that I think captures this perfectly. She said, think of yourself as a tea bag. You don't know how strong you are until you're in hot water. I love this image because it reminds us that our strength often reveals itself precisely when we're under pressure. Those moments of adversity, as uncomfortable as they may be, are actually opportunities for growth and self-discovery. But here's the catch. This only works if we're willing to stay in the hot water. If we immediately jump out at the first sign of discomfort, we never give ourselves the chance to see what we're truly capable of. This doesn't mean we should seek out hardship or stay in toxic situations. But it does mean that when we face inevitable challenges, we can choose to approach them with curiosity rather than fear. We can ask ourselves, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger? Sherry shared a personal practice she uses in these moments. Whenever she faces a significant challenge, she asks herself 3 questions. 1, what's the worst that could happen? 2, what's the best that could happen? 3, what's the most likely outcome? By answering these questions honestly, she's able to put her challenges into perspective. Often she finds that the worst case scenario isn't as catastrophic as her fears would have her believe. And by considering the best case scenario, she opens herself up to possibilities she might otherwise overlook. This practice doesn't eliminate the difficulty of the situation, but it does help her approach it with a clearer, more balanced mindset. It's a simple tool, but one that can be incredibly powerful in moments of stress or uncertainty. As we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a challenge. For the next week, I want you to start each day by looking in the mirror and saying, I am the dream. I choose hope today. It might feel awkward or even silly at first, but stick with it. See how it changes your perspective, how it empowers you to face your challenges with renewed strength and determination. Remember, you already have what you need to win. You are already complete. Your journey isn't about becoming something you're not. It's about uncovering the greatness that's already within you. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, where hope can sometimes seem in short supply, you have the power to be a beacon of light. By choosing hope, by persevering in the face of adversity, by recognizing your inherent worth and potential, you can not only transform your own life, but also inspire and uplift those around you. Sherry Lee's story reminds us that our circumstances don't define us. Our responses to those circumstances do. So I ask you, how will you respond to life's challenges? Will you retreat in fear, or will you step forward with courage and hope? The choice is yours, and I believe in you. I believe that you have the strength to overcome whatever obstacles you're facing. I believe that you have the power to create the life you dream of. I believe that you are the dream. So go out there and shine your light. Face your fears. Embrace your challenges. Choose hope, because the world needs your unique gifts, your unique perspective, your unique light. As we conclude this talk, I want to leave you with a call to action, a challenge, if you will, to put these ideas into practice in your own life. First, I challenge you to reframe your perspective on adversity. The next time you face a significant challenge, instead of asking, why me? Try asking, what can I learn from this? Approach your difficulties with curiosity rather than fear. Second, I urge you to seek out opportunities to lift others up. Remember Sherry's story of volunteering at her lowest point. Look for ways to use your unique gifts and experiences to make a positive impact on others, even when, especially when you're facing your own struggles. Third, I challenge you to build and nurture your support network. Identify the people in your life who believe in you, who lift you up. Cultivate those relationships and don't be afraid to lean on them when you need to. Fourth, practice daily affirmations of hope and self-worth. Start each day by looking in the mirror and saying, I am the dream. I choose hope today. Let these words remind you of your inherent value and potential. Finally, I challenge you to take that leap of faith. Remember the cliff we talked about at the beginning? It's time to jump. Whatever dream you've been holding back on, whatever step you've been afraid to take, now is the time. Trust in your ability to soar. Remember, you are not defined by your circumstances, but by how you respond to them. You have within you everything you need to overcome, to thrive, to win. You are the dream. So go out there and live it. Embrace the storms, for they are shaping your destiny. And know that with every challenge you face, with every obstacle you overcome, you're not just changing your own life, you're changing the world. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of. The storm is waiting, and so is your destiny. Embrace it.